Righto guys, you're in for a treat. I've hurt my leg, which means I can't work, which means I have filmed so much footage of, I've found so many cars over the last couple of months. So I'm going to edit. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so very excited, but also summer's just starting to hit, so it's been a cold winter. It's one of our hottest days yet. It's about 30 odd degrees now. It's not that hot I suppose, but coming out of winter it is. But anyway, exciting butt, which is, oh hello beautiful, look at that, XY Falcon. This is like the holy grail of Australian car looking for finding stuff, but I've known about this car for, I'll start at the start. Okay, so before Kingatow started, and when Kingatow started, it was this farm, which is a dairy farm. There's actually a dairy over there to milk cows. I worked, when I was out at the mines, I was 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and on my weeks off, I worked for Brad here and hated it. Absolutely hated it. He's a great, Brad's not a bad bloke or bad person to work for, just milking cows and doing that. I absolutely hated it. I'm not a farmer. And I bought a Subaru and done the Subaru up, a little Brumby, and sold it and made more money than what, anyway. So I ended up doing cars, and that led me to where I am now. So this farm, I did buy, there's another big scrap pile up the top there, which we're gonna go back up to. But for now, we're gonna deal with this XY. We're gonna move some stuff. I've made some skids up that go onto my ramps, okay, which are those, and a couple of forward wheels. And I've got some jacks, and this has got a diff in it, so we're going to get some wheels on the back there. Look how rusty it is underneath there with the fuel tanks just falling out. So we've got this one to pick up, and on the other side of the scrap pile here, there's a couple of utes. We're not getting these today probably, but we'll get them in the next couple of days. So we've got these two utes here. He's going to have to come down with the tractor probably for this one and lift me up from here to try and get it on. But we're going to move all the stuff out of the way in order to get these utes loaded up. They're not too bad. It's got a tailgate on it. This one doesn't. But when I was here with him the other day, I also bought, I noticed in the back there, there's those doors. They're all HR doors. So we're going to move some of these tyres today, get those doors out. But for today, it's the XY that's going to get loaded up. We're going to get any truck parts out of here, or tractor parts, or anything that belongs to, yeah, his other stuff. So that's sort of where we're at, guys. So move some stuff, get this XY loaded up, and go from there. And then up the top, there's a flathead V8. There's some other bits and pieces. There's another XY. It's a wagon that's been cut. So there's a front door there and some other bits and pieces. This thing's still got the tags on it, which is great. It's rough, but where do you find an XY? Where do you find one? So got young Narrowlee with me, my daughter, today. We're just going to get all that gear out, get some wheels on the back of this thing, move some stuff from down the back of it. So move some stuff from down the back. I might be able to hook onto here, drag it across, and then try and drag it on because there's no front end. But I have been collecting bits and pieces for something along these lines, and we'll see what the other side's like. But for now, she's a bit of a beast. It is a bench seat car, which is a shame. Still got a bit of the dash and stuff in there. Yeah, rear seats there. I don't know. Alright, let's get some of this gear out. Let's get into her and let's see what's going to happen. Righto, so I'm trying to get this to go up in the air so I can get a wheel on. I bought this little jack here with me. These little ones that you can use a rattle gun on are pretty good at times. They're standard car jacks, but it's not playing the game today. So between this one and that one, get it up in the air, enough to get a wheel on. Use this one for support. Whoop. I'll just strip that, I think. Yep, that one's rooted.
Shall we get the other one?
Yeah, go and grab the other one, buddy. We'll we'll grab a block of wood and block it under there, and then I'll move that jack a little bit. That's all good. All right. got one wheel sort of. Should have bought some WD spray for the threads, but we'll get this on. I'll be happy with even that far on, to be honest. But alright. So I'm gonna have to be happy with that far on. Yeah. That's good enough for me. Alright, so this side's up. This very rusty. But at the same time, you know, you got to put a sill panel on anyway. So just because the whole sill's rusted out, you got to put a whole one on anyway. So yeah, I'm hoping it's not too bad. I'm still wishful thinking, don't you reckon? But anyway, we'll see what it's like once we get it back to the workshop. But at the end of the day, it's an XY, so it needs to be saved from where it's sitting here in this gully. So yeah, anyway. Righto, so we'll go on the other side. The other side's going to be a bit worse. See what we've got to move to get in there to get a wheel on. So, all that stuff there, Alright, I'll move all this stuff here so I can get a jack in there and get that other wheel on. And then from there, once the wheel's on, we'll grab the front of the car and try and pull it across and try and get it out that little slot there. Alright, let's get stuck into it, move all this stuff. Alright, we're getting there. Crap to move yet. Yeah. Just so much wire. Crap. Just got to be able to get into there just enough. So, but I don't want to pile the stuff on that ute because I've got to get that one out next. So, yeah. And I also don't want to make too much of a mess in his property. Throwing too much crap on it. So hopefully I've made enough noise for any snakes to have ran away. What do you reckon? Narrow?
Yeah.
Huh?
You're messing with them, not me.
Alright. I reckon with that there's enough room. Get this next one on. Got wheel studs, so we're cheering. Okay, let's grab this jack her up, and I might be able to get directly under that with the jack this time, not have to muck about too much. I'm pretty happy with that. Righto, do you want to grab that wheel narrowly and bring it round to me? I'll get the jack.
Yep.
Let's get this board here. I wonder why I'd do this, wouldn't you? I don't know if this thing's savable or not, but I'll give it a good go. Just where do you find another XY though? That's the thing. What do you reckon? You don't care, do you? How's your aircon, guys, while you're sitting there watching me sweat my ass out? Pretty good? Hope it's good. Oh. I've become so fat and unfit. I just can't quite get this wheel on, guys. I've got to try and lift the diff just a touch without disturbing it too much on the jack. So it doesn't need a lot, but it's about 20 mil, I reckon. Buggy. Right. That should be it. Hip dip, dog shit, 1, 2, 3. No. Why won't you go on? There we go. Alright, those wheel nuts, Ray.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Righto. Couple of wheel nuts, or at least one wheel nut on. Then we can go have a look at the front. And I might even, I've got to be careful when I pull it out that this load of tyres doesn't, I know the sill and all that's already pretty bad, but got to try and save as much as you can. If you don't damage it while you're getting it out of here, it's less stuff you've got to repair later. That's if it is repairable. I think it will be though. I'm pretty confident that about 10 years worth of steel work I'll get it right, you know. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the big Dodge? She's a bit of a beast, eh? I'm hanging to get that going. I just haven't had time this week. We'll go and have a look at that other scrap pile in a minute, and there's an XA and an XB sedan up there as well. They're probably not something I'm going to try and save, but I might grab them anyway. You never know, you know. I might be able to use the front end parts, I suppose, for this. So that won't be too bad. Alright. Okay. See, I probably could have got this out of here without putting the wheels on it, but it just means I'm going to struggle so much harder with no wheels. So I might take this jack around the front now, and then we'll see if I can't get something under the front to make it slide. I don't know, let's go have a look. Righto, so the plan is hook the winch up to the side there through the guard. So I can't put it on the front because it'll bend all the guard, if you want to point it at that. And then I'll hook the winch up and hopefully we'll pull that thing across far enough where I can get the truck to the front of it. And I've made up those slide covers there to go over my ramps. And in theory, if everyone here and at home cross their fingers, these will make me look good. Here we go, see what's going to happen, eh? Righto, so I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll pull it out and see what it's going to do. I've moved all the stuff at the back so it's not going to come back across and dent that quarter, but it's fairly well in the dirt. Look at that. You'd think that I'd done this before a couple of times, wouldn't you? Okay, and of course my phone rings, but that's good. Now we can line that truck up and put that on. Alright, line this up. my slide covers that I made this week to go over my ramps, because normally what happens is control arms and stuff catch, but and it's a pain in the ass to do, but this here, I used it the other day for one as well. It seemed to work okay. This is just my second go with them though, so there's no real good spots to, because it's so rusty, there's no real great spots to connect the winch, so we'll go around that and we'll see what happens. Oh, that guard's damaged anyway, so's that one, and I'll probably buy brand new ones for it if we do end up repairing this thing. I'd love to try and repair it. There's no reason why it can't be repaired, I suppose. Like, once it gets to this point of badness, like, you just got to go through it piece by piece and just repair it. But see, what do? Do you try and buy one, and even a complete one that's rusty is $20,000 or $30,000 these days, so to spend quite a few months to do rust repairs on this, you know, surely it's better than 30 grand, and then you don't even know what you've got because you've still got a rusty one, you know. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here, guys, but hopefully yeah, buddy. Ah, it's running into this crap at the back here, that's why. Alright, so what's happening is the front radiator panel there is going to hit. So what we do is we get this one, sit that there like that. Once again, everyone got their fingers crossed? Engine mount broke. Alright. Alright. Plan B. Got some dopey pricks done. They've actually cut the radiator support. I didn't notice that before. But yeah, so that was tied around the old engine mount, so yeah. We will find a better position and we'll go again. Because we're so far up now, I can just go around the bottom of the cross member. It means it'll drag on it once we get up the truck, but it won't matter. Any of you blokes that say that I don't like Fords, yeah, look what I'm doing. XYs are something special. Everyone must admit that though, don't you? So, like, come on, you mongrel. Normally I've got bigger boards there that I've got a bit more leverage. Righto. Like taking wheat off a blind chook. Now you reckon? Beautiful. Come on. A little bit further. Come on. Come on, you bastard. No. Alright. Doesn't want to play with me today. I'm very happy with how this is coming along. This side's all good. This side here I'm worried about. Right on the edge. Love it when a plan comes together. Come on. Yes. And thank your mother for the rabbits. Look at that. An XY Falcon. Everyone happy? I am. Look at that. I'll give you a bit better of a look now she's up off the dirt, guys. So I've got front end bits to put it all back together. I've got to replace all that. New guards. That door's probably repairable. Needs a sill panel. Quarters aren't that bad. Chassis rail looks alright in there. Do a lower quarter. A beaver panel. Get a boot lid. It's not too bad around the screens. It's actually not actually that bad. Another lower quarter. Sill panel this side. Definitely floor pans. The rails are actually solid, believe it or not. The other side doesn't look too bad, but all right. Righto guys, I'm going to get this strapped on and we will have a quick look at our utes on the other side, maybe move some of that gear around to make it a bit easier when we come back for them. All right, let's get this on, tied on, and we'll go from there. This one here will be our next one we do because I can get to it with the truck, so might I'll try and move some of this stuff. See what we can get to. What a nightmare. What an absolute nightmare. Why do I put my hands up to do this rubbish? But I think this one will work the same. I'll bring a bonnet back to put underneath the back because I'll pull it forward on my slides once it lifts up. Shove a bonnet down under the back because there's no diff, so we don't rip the rear quarters off and go from there, I think. But I'll clear this stuff away now so we're ready to come back and do it. I don't know if I'll be back today. I don't know if we'll be in this video or not, but there'll be more to come. More to come. Righto, well that was fun. So we've got these doors out now. Moved all the crap from there. Moved all that stuff, so it's just a case of bring the truck in now, get it to here, put our slide under the back. We'll worry about this one next time. I may have to get him with his tractor for this one and pull it this way. Might put a strap. I don't know, but it's hot. So yeah, I'll tie this on and head back. We'll come back for that another time. I've got a few more others to pull out of here, so there's plenty of wrecks to load. Righto, so we're back at the yard. We've unloaded the XY off the truck. And I've got to say I'm getting old. Honestly, I used to be able to do that stuff day in, day out in the heat, but struggling today, guys. Getting fat and old. Righto. Dodge truck. This thing is awesome. Been wanting to buy this thing for about 10 years. It has a flathead 6-cylinder in it, as you can see. Hasn't burnt under here, but it has burnt on this side and in the cab. Okay, so it's a tipper, which is pretty cool. I'm very happy with it. She is an absolute beast. Absolute beast. So we're going to get this going. And see, she's been very hot in there. I do have a few more of these trucks, so I've got a lot of parts. As you can see, there's one sitting up there. There's another one just through there. But yeah, she's If anyone knows of any of these wheels here anyway, I'm very keen to buy some. But yes, this is another one of the ones that I got from out at that farm, so yeah, pretty keen on that. Been wanting to buy that for years. It's been in their family for a lot of years, and it's just that the father was burning wasp nests and caught fire. But anyway, alright guys, I've just hooked up the trailer because I'm going tomorrow for a HTG ute and a Tirana, so we're picking them up tomorrow. Pretty exciting stuff. Heaps of wrecks at the moment, which is great. Well, they're not wrecks, they're freaking awesome. But anyway, yeah, 2H motor for young Jake. Righto, let's get going. Got some wheels there to put on the ute, make my life easier. Righto.